Hello, I am recording the video and today's topic is difference between LDF and MDF file. Companies use database to store, examine and retrieve valuable information like customers, market research, accounts, market trend, inventory of supplies, employees and other vital data to a company and its everyday operation. Most companies use Microsoft SQL for creating database and storing information, making it the most used program and application in this function. Within the MS SQL files, MDF and LDF can be found and used. Both LDF and MDF are files extensions used in the Microsoft SQL Server. These file extensions come in tandem and are created automatically when a new database is created. Both files are also located in the same location for easy reference. But one of the most important function of this file is that they are components of the backup file with the file extension .bak used in the program. The extension file .mdf stands for master database file. This file contains all the startup information for the database to run and tracks all the database on the SQL server. It also points to the other files in the database. This file is also a key file in storing information that is very important in admittance and supervision of data content on the server. Meanwhile, LDF is the file extension for the server transaction log for the main data file. It saves the database information in addition to keeping a record of all the actions and changes made on the information on the server. This includes date, time, details of all changes, user information regarding who made the changes. In addition, the log also features the computer terminal where the changes were made. The changes that an LDF file often records frequently include file deletion, inserts, alerts, additions and updates. Usually the .ldf is the companion file to MDF when a new database or when a backup file is created. The server transaction log helps in tracking unauthorized changes or track down the origin of an error. The information made on the log can help point out the anomaly, recover important and necessary data, and help in fixing excess as well as the error. LDF files are important in three operations in the SQL operations. These include recovery of individual transactions, recovery of all incomplete transactions at the time when the server is started, and recovering the database when there is a failure. In the first operation, a rollback statement is issued by the application and the .ldf file is used to reverse that operation. In case of servers detecting an error of or errors, the LDF file will back up the incomplete transaction. The second operation requires a failed SQL server. The LDF file is used to move back to a recovery point or a backup file wherein the database is fully functioning. The third operation requires a database failure. When this scenario happens, the LDF files are used to restore the database before the event of failure. In these operations, information in all database are safe and not corrupted. Summary. First, MDF is the primary data file for MS SQL. The LDF, on the other hand, is a supporting file and is characterized as a server transaction log file. MDF second, MDF contains all the vital and necessary information in database, while the LDF contains all the actions which include transactions and changes made in the MDF file. Third, LDF is concerned with three operations while MDF is not. Fourth, the LDF file size can take up a lot of space due to the numerous changes and the information details ascribed to the changes, while the MDF file can maintain or a change in file size depending on the actual changes made to the file itself. Microsoft SQL Server has released a variety of database editions. Each edition is focused on different needs. Server has server edition and specialized edition for lightweight needs to heavy enterprise needs. However, all editions have one thing in common: similar file structure. When installed, Microsoft SQL Server stored default data file type in a various directories on the respective computer. Master database file MDF and log database file LDF are the primary files created for each database in SQL Server environment. Master database file MDF are where all the database information is stored. It contains the row, column, field and data created by an application or user. Database column creation, modification and information record creation, modification are all stored within this file for searching and application use. Log database file. During various creation and modification process within the MDF, all activities is logged in the LDF. As dynamic information is being processed in and out of memory called transactions, data is stored in the LDF for error management. Consequently, all users' activities is recorded for reference. Using MDFs and LDFs, database administrator can do a variety of things with MDF and LDF. Once created, they can be moved by detaching the database from the instance, moving the physical file through the Explorer and reattaching. MDF and LDF can be moved to different directories on different file storage device using the detach and attach function. MDF also store what edition created the file and can become detached from the SQL Server instance for unknown reason. In certain situations, MDF can be imported into a new blank database for manipulation. Thank you.